Okay, why are induction stoves an egg? Why? Because they're such a turn off when you leave the pots and pans. There's I've got this stream with a safety feature. But yeah, I think we should be about ready now. So I'm just gonna go to the main page. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm KirisakiJake. Welcome back to the stream. And tonight we're gonna try something a little bit different. Like I don't actually go out on my way to like do something like this. So basically what this stream is, right, is there's a game I've been really looking forward to called KIJUTSU Rider. Say whatever happened to the rally game. I'll get back to that later. So like I was saying, there's this game called KIJUTSU Rider that I've really want to like I've been really looking forward to play, and it's just released like yesterday. Now, you know, sometimes when like games came out, right, they came to like a mixed review. But yesterday I saw like I just give it sort of like a 24-hour runtime. I saw the rating; it's actually negative. Uh, so this I just thought it's like wait, okay, that's weird. And a lot of people say like this game, it's like the long and short, the reviews say that this game is very unpolished. Like basically, it just needs more time. In like there should be more time dedicated to development, but it wasn't. So now we are here, and I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna take it upon myself. I'm gonna play the game. Uh, what was it? Um, what was I about to say? But yeah, I just thought I'm just gonna take it upon myself to actually play it, and you know, might as well just like show you the like how the game is, and then I'm just gonna give you sort of like my breakdown, like what I think. Let me just really see like how it goes. Now I will say this, I did actually do the tutorial a little bit because you know as usual I get a new game, I do a test run on it, and the test run actually like the tutorial actually the game does look promising from the tutorial alone, but a lot of people say it's like the first stage is kind of like a letdown, like the controls is not optimal. Camera control is a little bit like overly sensitive, which for my experience so far it doesn't feel like that. But maybe that will change. Maybe that will change when we like get into the game proper. Like yeah, negative on the get go. Yeah, and this I'm just gonna like read some of like the reviews. Like basically, like it boils down to it is the controls are really like it's just like the controls are clunky basically say, and That is like a big red flag to me because if I'm gonna say one thing I hate about games, like, I don't like fighting the control of the game. So when I saw like, oh wait, they say the control is very clunky, so I'm just a little, so it just got me a bit concerned. But again, there's not gonna be like a lot of people. I mean, this game is gonna fall into like a certain niche, like the tokusatsu. Like you would think that like mecha games are niche. Now, mecha games are niche, but they are not. I wouldn't call them underrepresented, but games like a tokusatsu game, right? That's what I call underrepresented. So this is something that I'm like, I want to like get, just trying to like explore. So yeah, so I think like we're just gonna play through the first stage and we'll end the stream, and I'll just give my review. Cause actually a lot of people say like the first stage is enough like for you to get like a good like kind of like good grasp on what the game is like. So I'm gonna do that as well. I'm just gonna go through like the first stage and just do yeah, I think they fall within the superhero genre. I mean, it really depends though. I mean, it is superhero, but it's like I would call it like a subset of superhero. I mean, just like given that tokusatsu, it is I'm just gonna call it like a subset of tokusatsu. Like tokusatsu is like a subset of superhero. I'm just gonna call it like that. And but yeah, that's basically what I think. So like I do believe that tokusatsu, at least in like video games, like it's very underrepresented. I think we have like a few like I think it's like what is it called, like Beautiful Joe. I would call that like a toku style game. What was it? And maybe like a couple of Power Rangers game. Like what? Okay, there's a Power Rangers game, right? I don't know there's a Power Rangers game. Yeah, Power Rangers Battle of the Grid, and yeah, it's just Power Rangers. Like that's all we've got. Like as far as like a true let me just turn on my background chat. But yeah, I think it's just like Power Rangers, and even that is like what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's like a side scroller game, and then there's like a Battle of the Grid, which is a fighting game. That's really as far as major release go. The Kamen Rider game, it's all like Japanese only, and none of them is on PC. They're all like console release. Like you remember fondly about this Kamen Rider Climax Heroes and all of like the tie-ins, the PS2 tie-in for like the entire Heisei era games. The entire Heisei era PS2 tie-in. That's like that all I remember. I think at the time like PS3 already came out, but they're just still making like those tie-in, camera tie-in games for PlayStation 2. Almost all of them. And they're actually just like fighting games. Nothing too it's just nothing too special. I think as far as like a more unique game goes, I think the best I would say is Kabuto. And that's about it. But yeah, that's was sort of like our goal today. I'm just gonna play through the first level, and also another thing, I'm planning to just end the stream a little bit early because tomorrow I have to wake up like early because it's like graveyard day tomorrow. So yeah, gotta wake up early for that. So I think let me just open the game and just set up my window, and I'm just gonna say right off the bat from there, right, there is one thing that's like, yeah, the game is really lacking in like a few things. I'm gonna touch on it later, but let me just open the game. Yeah, Unreal Engine's like, oh my god, wait. Okay, no wonder my game is running so hot. Okay. Okay, cause I need to put it on my... Okay, wow, the EXE is called Project RE Kamen. Yeah, it's just Kamen Rider, basically. Let's see if it's like the correct one. Let's see if it's the correct one. Yep, it is. It is. But actually, I'm just gonna quit the game. Okay, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, right? This is what I mean. Okay, I need to plug in my controller first. Okay, like settings here, right? Okay, one thing I do want to say is like, you know, music volume doesn't really work. Like, it's not like lower. Like, it's not like noticeable. And these are basically just like RTX setting. And okay, no VSync, which I think is just should be like a standard now for like a lot of like modern games, like VSync. So so my heart, like my blood pressure raised a bit when I saw like, wait, 500 frames per second. Holy shit. No, in audio BGM, there is audio. I just haven't turned on the. I just haven't like turned on the I haven't turned on the desktop audio yet. But yeah, and another thing is no like Windows mode. You just get full screen mode and that's it. So I do believe like that also should be changed. But yeah, I'm just gonna quit the game for some. I'm not gonna like kill my graphics card like right now. But yeah, we're just gonna have like a little chat while we're just waiting for like people to join in. Because again, I'm just starting a bit early. Like I've been always trying to like start a bit early because like there's like a chat period, and also because, you know, I need to wake up earlier tomorrow, so that's why I'm like this time I'm starting a bit earlier. Yeah, just like have a little chat while we just wait for the people to join in. And also I can just like turn on my air conditioning once like you know, like 10 p.m. I mean, just sort of like a thing I do. Like I prefer to just turn it on like 10 p.m. my air conditioning. So yeah, 10 p.m. will like start the game proper. I mean, you know, 10:50, 55, because I'm gonna do like the tutorial again. Yeah. But yeah, so I think it's, again, this is just one of those that I want to just get it out first because, you know, the game is still fresh. So I think if I just sort of like came in later, it might just sort of like, you know, really like, oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like the game is not that bad. But then now it's like, but I'm just sort of discrediting people who like, you know, who have issues with it. But yeah. Like here right now, I'm just drawing a little bit. I'm not gonna show it on stream. It's a little bit like tempting, guideline tempting. Like, I will say that much. Okay, how was it? Yeah, just waiting. It's a little bit, you know, the usual. Also, yeah, but now about like the rally game. I'm just gonna say this one is it's just like a shift of like a change of plan that I just sort of like, again, this is one of those where I saw the review of KIJUTSU Rider, a game that I really want to play, and then it's like I saw the review, I just thought, okay, you know, I'm gonna go get in on it because I just want to like really look I just really want to like just give it a look, like, you know, and you know, just want to like experience like what's like the early days, and just hope that, you know, maybe I can, maybe I'm not like I have a large viewer base, but I want to just get my voice out there. And then, like, you know, if like maybe it's just one of those things where, like, you know, I'm just gonna get my voice out there, and I can get like the developer to like change, like really like make the like changes in the game. Like, that's sort of like the goal of this like stream. Again, this is just one of those where I just thought tokusatsu is just a very underrepresented like a very underrepresented genre in gaming outside of, like, you know, the English speaking language. It's just like the games we got is just like Japan only, like, you know, like the Kamen Rider, the Ultraman, the Super Sentai. I'm not even sure if Super Sentai even get like game in Japan. I think mostly just like Kamen Rider is like the one that I'm mostly like aware of. Yeah, maybe I'm just caving to picking like XCOM. Huh. Yep. But yeah, I think, you know, maybe I should just turn on my aircon now. It is another hot night, and I'm not looking forward to tomorrow because, you know, graveyard day means there's a lot of burning going on, a lot of bonfire going, and crowded temples, yada yada yada. Yeah, crowded temples, hot morning. It just has to, you know, like fall in like the middle of like a heat. I'm still gonna call it like a heat wave like these days. I'm still considering like these I mean, it's been raining a little bit over here, but I'm still gonna call it like a heat wave still because it's, you know. Usually nighttime shouldn't make me sweat buckets. And I am sweating buckets. Especially on my ass. Let's go the day before, rewind time, do it the day before. I don't know, my father, he's not even like my father's like this year. He's like my father, my uncle, and my aunt. They all like decide like when to you know, when to go on about it. But yeah, 55 now. Okay, I'm gonna go in like fire up the game, so yep, there we go. So that's the game. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, again, I just feels no difference to the music at all. I think that's like, I think the music, actually, again, just think about it, right? I did say that while playing through the tutorial, I do feel like the game is quite promising, but then this, imagine if this music slider is bugged, right? Guess the rest of the game, like, how the hell the rest of the game is gonna be? Yeah, it's just my family is the one like towing along the schedule. Yeah, more or less. I'm gonna but I'm just gonna start a new game again. I just needed like the little refresher for like the like the tutorial. Yes, start a new game. But yeah, so again, I'm just gonna say it is a shame you have like a wizard and like you have a wizard and motorcycle inspired design. Yeah, so it is a shame you see this game go to waste, and I really do hope, because the developers, also even here there's still like, yeah, just a lot of things I noticed, like, yeah, sound effect is just like too low. It's just the music is so loud, it just like drowned out like the sound effects. So it just sort of become like lacking. Yeah, there's like no sound effect. Like, okay, I have to say the Henshin looks cool, but okay, this again, there is something to be like loved here. Now, as far as the camera goes, right? Okay, I have a lock on, I think, turn on. Now, as far as like people say the camera control is too sensitive, I'm playing on a PS4 controller now. So to me, it doesn't feel like that. Like, it doesn't feel sensitive. It feels just fine. Like, just about right. Skeptical, but no smoking from the burning offerings. So okay, so this is one thing I don't know why, like they give us like here like a whole like enemy like gang out on this, and then now it's like the tutorial. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you clear a tutorial, you just like dash back. Yeah, music. I mean, I love the music, don't get me wrong. I like the music, but it's a little bit loud. Yeah, you get a counter attack. Yeah, that's a button. Yeah, timing has to be like the indicator is yeah, the indicator is a little bit like yeah, I have to be like quite precise. I think just have to yeah, I think the attack has to be like the telegraph has to be a bit longer and yeah, this one is actually still okay. You can break like attack. You can break the stance. Okay, you can interrupt attack. That's okay. It looks easy now. Like this is what I say when, like I say, like the game prompts. Like this is what I mean. So gorgeous. Yep. Again, I would say it is promising, but
Congrats, Mr. Ryder. How do you feel?
Oh, crap. Like I did a black coffee peg stand.
To be expected.
yeah.
You're currently
Yeah, that's the thing,
firing
that's
on
what I mean. Like, I
cylinder
turned down the music and it's like nothing at all.
Ouch! Hype session was
It felt like
Someone has to go
nothing
get this
changed,
from
so... Again, like I said, imagine if the sliders are bugged, right? I can't imagine like the rest of the game. Yeah, I see like little like hand swing there. Oh, okay, I see now. Like, yeah, it is like, yeah. Okay, I think I can see now like how sensitive the.
no time to swerve.
Okay, this is what I mean. Like, there is fun to be had, and I think just with the auto lock on, I think it's fine for me. For me, it's fine. There's a lock on, but yeah, camera. Yeah, it's very sensitive. Like, yeah, I think especially like if you can't like turn down, like especially in a frantic mode, you like just push the like the right stick. Right? Yeah, I can see the problem for most. It's like for a lot of people. Like again, I don't have like the problem.
No time to swerve.
Yeah, I mean,
No stopping now.
not to say I hate it. It's just lacking. Yeah, there's like a little like Devil May Cry inspiration there. Yeah, running speed is a little bit low. Okay, the music looping is a little bit too much. It's like what 20 seconds of music. But yeah, it just loops around. And holy shit, I took so much like health damage. Oh, it just recovers after a while. And also a mini map would be handy because sometimes you just don't know like where the enemies are. Oh, I think.
No time to swerve.
Okay, yeah, I need more voice lines.
No stopping now. You won't dodge this.
Now, I would say this could get repetitive. Like, you just go in a room and enemy spawn, go in a room, enemy spawn. Hey, Shark, hey, welcome back.
No time to swerve. You won't dodge this! Peel out!
Yeah, it's just the music is just so loud.
No time to swerve!
Also, sometimes just feels a little bit hard to read like the enemy like attack. Okay, just look at the character model. I just wanna like have a look. Yeah, this is like good lighting. You can see like the character like a little bit better. Again, yeah, mouse. Not really mouse. Like camera is quite sensitive.
All cylinders, all out! No stopping now!
Okay, replenish like hell. That's what I know, but I think there's just so much on the screen, right? You have to be like super precise to like execute a counter, and not all enemies does like the attack that.
All cylinders, all out!
That gets you to do like a counter. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like one-on-one, this is fine. Yeah, I can recover health like this. Yeah, I think the window should be a little bit wider, I think. What kind of feeling of music fatigue? Yeah. And that's the boss. And I'm actually sort of like already read about like what sort of boss is gonna be like fighting. I mean, it's first stage. Running speed should be high.
No time to swerve!
Yeah, running speed is so slow. Okay, we'll see probably if there's like a checkpoint system because it's a. Gotta be kidding me, Nines. The hell are these things? Man, this is like a Yakuza cutscene. This is like so Yakuza, which again, this one I don't really mind if it's like from one guy. Yeah, this is developed by one guy, so if it's like this sort of cutscene, I don't really mind it. Cool. Autonomous killing units. I just about right is, also means evil in Japanese. The Black Cross conglomerates. Is this like a shocker? Yeah, this is totally shocker. Spelling mistakes. Spelling mistakes spotted. Call it a product demo. A what? Black Cross doesn't just deal with law enforcement or the military. Yeah, no more heroes. They have the cash. If you have the cash, they have a product. Yeah, what up and coming street game wouldn't want to bolster their numbers for a small subscription fee? Cycles are sparking civil unrest and arming both sides. That's the business plan, much to my own chagrin. But I'll save the business lecture for later. You have company. Okay, I believe this is like the boss fight. Yeah, this is the boss. And I think this is where like a lot of people complains about. And also it's the fact you can just see like the arena barrier in the game. That's
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Well, I know
Wow.
it seems a bit over and done. But with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, How can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! You...
I see now. I see now. Okay, I can see now. This is why, it's like, yeah, there's really not there's like a really narrow window to just like parry, like, you know, do all your parries and everything.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. No time you do this? Yeah! Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bag, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! Then come and collect.
Also, sometimes the hitbox also makes no sense. Like, my character should be taking damage, but then it doesn't like feel like it's taking. Yeah, now it's like taking damage, but earlier it's like, why is it not taking damage? I mean, it's not even like, I'm just gonna say this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna reserve my judgment a little bit later because I'm just gonna say this. I just need to preface. I've 100%ed
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay!
Can we just figure out like the move set? Okay, this is a little bit almost like a bullet hell boss. I just have to say... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say this first. I'm not sure if this counts as a bullet hell boss, but... Usually it's not a great idea to make your first boss a bullet hell boss. And that's just sort of like my little like take on like game design. Don't make your first boss a bullet hell boss. Especially this sort of like action oriented game, right? A bullet hell boss should be somewhere like a mid game boss. Like the third boss, like at the.
You do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! You pale-faced...
Okay, B for special attack, but I don't really see a special attack button
Cute
here.
choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah. Okay, do you think we can beat this boss before 11? Music goes harder than the last one. We need to make this boss obligate first Dark Souls. You're expected to lose filter that little rescue cutscene or something. Like, yeah, I mean that makes sense, but you just see how many times I just go like lose.
Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. All cylinders?
I know
all
it
out!
seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist?
You won't dodge this, prick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah, more like can you beat this scene before it become too title like the last time? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there should be a bit more variety in music. Like, it should be a bit more varied. Like, this is looping. The way it loops is like not. I mean, the first few seconds I'm fine with it. Now, but the way it loops, it just get annoying. So.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words.
Did you do this? Yeah.
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
Also, I don't know, man, the damage is a little bit sus. It's like, sometimes I should be taking damage, but at times like, wait, did I dodge it or did I not take damage? Yo, hey Jimmy, what's up? Welcome back, what up? Yeah, I'm at a boss fight now. By the way, this is the first stage. This is the first boss fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say this game is not very good.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words.
Did you do this? Yeah.
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah, unless I almost Ruby 1-3 with more shadows. I mean, that's like the vibes I'm getting there too. I mean, the game does looks nice, and that's really about it. Music, sound, I actually turned down the volume on music, and it doesn't feel like I don't feel a difference at all. Hey Roy, I think you must have shield.
Crap! Cute choice of words.
Did you do this? All out!
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
But I don't know, it's just SH stand for shield. Wait, really? Oh, that's why. I have a okay, it didn't actually specify this. I was just thinking, wait, why am I not taking damage? Oh, there is a shield. But hey, Roy, just welcome to the stream. So
Holy crap. Cute choice of words.
You do this?
Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay! Ooh.
Then come collect.
I don't know, man. Would you count this as like a bullet hell boss? Because if it is, right? Yeah, because this is again, I'm saying, I think I just sort of like repeated like what I say, but since some of you like came here, maybe didn't hear what I said is, a bullet hell boss is not a good, like your first boss of a game should not be a bullet hell boss.
Holy crap. Cute choice of words.
Did you do this?
Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws
I think instead of
so
just
preoccupied
SH,
with
I
the
think
bulk
they should just put like a shield, a logo
Prick.
there.
I'll make you
Or just
pay!
make something that's like surround the.
Then come collect.
Wait. Like I'm kinda getting the rhythm here. Kind of. Yeah. Unless I'm supposed to lose the first boss. I think game that comes to mind with throw bullet hell boss at you fully because the game is built around its soundtrack. I mean, really depends, but yeah, that's the thing. I'm not supposed to lose this first boss. Like you see, like I'm just repeating this boss over and over again. It just shows that I should be killing this boss. So that's like the thing here. Also, cutscene not skippable.
Cute choice of words.
Did you do this?
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay! Ooh.
Then come collect.
Again, that's also another thing. Like every time I came close, right, I just got pushed back.
No stopping now!
Like, it didn't like telegraph clearly like this is supposed to be like a phase. Yeah. Also, is there also an easy mode? No, there's no easy mode. this is the game. Like, yeah, there's no easy mode. This is the game. Because let's say even for like a game like, let's say, you know, like Armored Core 6, like the first boss, like yes, the first boss is punishing, but it's not like
Holy crap.
a stupid bullet hell boss.
Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist?
Again, there's also like the
make you
whole
pay.
like, you know, dodging system. Like I think it's like supposedly like different like attacks should qualify for like a different like counter like dodge. Like let's say the blue is like the red is should be like a light attack to break the stance, and then like orange is supposed to be like this green, right? Like the green is supposed to be like a parry, and then there's like that. I don't know, I think there's just way too much like system for like a parry. I think 3 is a lot. I think should just like cutting it down to 2 like sort of like system, like or maybe just make it into like a 1 where okay, maybe like this. Projectile attack should be like a dodge. Melee attack should be a parry. I think that should be a fine. For the first one, it's a filter rated class 3 finest particles. I think 2 should be enough. 3 like different counters like a bit much. Especially if you see these guys, like, you know, there's like nanoseconds in between attacks. It just makes it sort of like there's a point it just becomes frustrating, which I mean right now
Cute choice.
I'm not frustrated.
Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Frick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah, that's like what I mean. There's like so little like telegraph. Okay, maybe this should be like, you know, I think like the whole dodging, stance breaking, and parry should be like I think should be reworked, because 2 of them does involve like the whole like breaking like a stance and stuff, right? There's like 2 different systems for that. I think 1 should be enough. And also this boss just recovers a little bit too quickly.
Peel out!
Okay, why am I stuck in the wall? Okay, why am I? Yeah, this is also like another bug where, like this blocking, right? My character tends to get stuck, so that's like, yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug right there. Yeah, oh hey, Netherlands. It just looks like, it's a shame there's an easy mode like Devil May Cry. Yeah. I mean, I don't really mind if there's like one difficulty. I mean, having an easy mode would be appreciated, but I don't mind it if there isn't like one. If there isn't like just one difficulty, but I don't mind that. It's just...
Holy crap. Cute choice of words.
You do this?
Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
Ooh. Then come collect.
Yeah, there's like no window between attacks. But yeah, Netherlands, damn. It's I think you're the first viewer from Netherlands, I believe. You're one of like my first viewer from Netherlands. A lot of my viewers, I think I have like sub in from like Germany, and then you know, plenty of Malaysians and one from Taiwan. So, but yeah, I'm just putting a challenge. Can I beat this boss before 11 p.m.?
Cute choice of words.
Did you do this?
Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
Ooh. Then come collect.
Yeah, the difficulty spike is a little bit extreme. Like, this is not even like what? A FromSoft game. I'm gonna say this shouldn't be a first boss. This is like a third boss at the latest. I think a first boss usually is something where it's like, okay, you should be mastering the mechanics. Here's like a boss that's just designed around like
Choice
like you utilizing all of those mechanics, like, you know, that you learn.
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Prick! I'll make you pay!
Ooh. Come collect.
Okay, the hitbox also made like no sense. Like, should be a little bit like further away.
You won't dodge this!
I mean, you could say like, you know, this game should be like, there's like a filter, like, you know, like the From Software helicopter, but this is not even like a good filter. Okay, my character just suddenly got stuck there. I don't know why. Okay, now he got minions.
Peel out!
Again, I don't mind this sort of like button mashy kind of like gameplay. Okay, what the hell is this? Yeah, this is what I mean. The first boss of the game shouldn't be a bullet hell boss. This is what I fucking mean. Oh god. Yeah, I think also movement should be like a little bit tweaked. I think air dash should be a... I think air dash should be an option here.
Cute choice of words.
You do this?
Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Frick! I'll make you pay! cylinders, all out!
Yeah, I think also seeing like what the people mean when I say like character keep getting stuck in walls. Yeah, this is what I mean, like, yeah, just stuck in a wall there. Yeah, it's 10:42 now. I mean, I managed to at least get to like the third phase, but I think the third phase attack pattern is such like a jump of like phase, right? Yeah, I'm not saying this is a badly designed, but it just need to be tweaked, and it shouldn't be the first boss. That's just all I'm saying.
Holy crap. Cute choice of words.
Did you do this?
Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist?
Frick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah, this is what I also mean, like the attack is like nanoseconds. It's like the delay should be like a bit more longer. You know, I think at this point, right? If it's gonna take this long for me to struggle with a boss, right? For the first boss, right? Then it's like, yeah, this shouldn't be the first boss. Because if I remember correctly, right? If say that's like a boss like a Balteus, right? Which is like the third boss of the game from Armored Core.
Now, I know
If I struggle 1 hour on Balteus, I'm gonna say that's kinda fair, really. Because at the time you already have like the tools. You should be using like every... you should be using like all the mechanics that you've learned like up to that point of the game. So if you are spending 1 hour on just beating Balteus, I think that's really like that's probably like, okay, then you have not like learned the game yet. But this is the first boss. This is the first boss. Because you compare that to like like say like the helicopter boss from like in like the first hello? Am I oh yeah, I think I just yanked the microphone cable a little bit by accident. But you know, I'm just gonna keep going first. I'm just gonna like really like formulate my thought, like, you know, again, 11 is like the cutoff point, like 11 p.m.
Peel out! All cylinders, all out!
How many tries were it to PCA gunship? I don't remember about Balteus. I think Balteus took me like a solid 8 tries. But I do remember clearly like the attack, the gunship is 5 tries. 5 tries for me is like it's how long I took for the gunship. Balteus I think in like 8 tries at least. Even air took me like what 45 videos shouldn't be like. I don't think it should be more than 20. But here I'm pretty sure I'm already like breaching like the 10.
You do this? Yeah. Don't stop it now. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? How can I resist? Yeah.
You got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes.
Holy crap.
We don't need. Oh, plus also when you want to complain being too hard, you can't help but smell pride how you should beat the gunship in 2 takes. Damn, not bad.
Words. You do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! Then come and collect it.
Also, this guy doesn't take enough damage at all.
No stopping now!
Just having to figure the man damage just one, but I can weave through like the incoming fire. Okay, I'm just gonna tell a little bit about like how my Baltius goes, and I'm just gonna tie into like how this game does as far as like being like the first boss like goes.
No time to swerve! Key choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! Then come and collect. Holy crap! Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay! No time to swerve!
Yeah, it's just the window to counter is just so like minuscule.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, But with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist? Prick! I'll make you pay!
Oh, fuck. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought wait, I have to restart the whole level. It's like, oh, okay, it's fine.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. You do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist? Frick,
Okay, let's figure
make
out.
you pay!
Okay, the dash button, right?
No time to swerve!
Okay, let's figure out that the air dash is use the trigger button, so also there's just no like hit indicator. Like at least it's not like visible. Especially like so much particles like effect here.
No time to swerve!
Ah, damn it. Yeah, 5 minutes. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how could I resist? Frick! I'll make you pay!
Yeah, this is just not a good boss for like a first boss fight. I think I've already said that enough.
Holy crap! Cute choice of words. Did you do this? Yeah. Now, I know it seems a bit overindulgent, but with local laws so preoccupied with the bulk bags, how can I resist? Frick! I'll make you pay! Then come the light.
Now I'm curious, what's a basic AC loadout like? You know what? I'll talk about that later. Right now, let's just keep the topic on the game, like this game first.
Holy crap.
And also really, I don't know why, like, I mean, I just gotta get it why people like make it like a rule now.
Now,
Could we
I
just
know it seems a
please
bit
try
overkill,
not to, like, you know, if I go off topic, I'll go off topic, but
How can I resist? Frick! I'll make you pay!
But can we just, at least for the most, like, you know, part, keep the topic on the game like we're playing or whatever like on screen right now. Let's don't go off topic like often.
No stopping now!
Yeah, you know what, I don't think so. Yeah, let's just quit. Let's just quit. But yup. So 1 hour 30 minutes. Actually, you know what? Let's just say 1 hour can't get through like the first boss. And usually, when I say about like this sort of like game design, right, is like this is what I mean when I say this sort of boss like shouldn't be like a bullet hell boss, shouldn't be the first boss, because I'm gonna count it as like a bullet hell boss. Because it's just like the amount of like variation, especially like the whole like projectile attacks he has, like it's just like just so much. It becomes like so hard to like dodge. Now I did sort of figure out that I can do like an air dash, like skip over the projectile attacks on the ground. But I just thought of that, wait, why didn't like the tutorial teach this like earlier, or just make it like, you know, so that instead of like, you know, because one thing I did try is, right, I do the jump and I press the dash button, but instead of like dashing through like a direction, right, it just like immediately goes down. And I don't know why like they designed it like that, because I think just logic, I think just most game logic, like there's a reason why. Like this is such like a recurring thing in a lot of games. Like you jump up, you mid air dash, you don't like straight up jump down. That's usually reserved for like a heavy slam attack, right? But they don't do that in this game. And I just figured out, okay, there's like a different dodge button, which, okay, why do you need like two separate dodge button? Like, doesn't the dash itself should be like a dodge? So there's like another thing. And then there's like the whole mechanics where there's like what? I think it's just like 4 types of attacks that you can like, you know, parry. There's like one where it's like a heavy attack. Like there's a charge attack that you can interrupt with a heavy attack. And then there's like a heavy attack that can be interrupted with a light attack. And then there's like an attack, a melee attack, that can be countered with a parry. And then there is, I also just sort of noticed, there's like a certain attack, like a top-down attack, that is best used like to dodge. It's like, okay, 4 types. Maybe it's just me, maybe I haven't played like other games like, say, you know, like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but as far as my memory serve in Bayonetta, there's just like the dodge, and that's it. There's like a well-timed dodge, or you just do like a well-timed block. 2 things. Either you do a parry, or you do a dodge. This game is like 4 things. Like how the hell? Like, and then you want to couple that particular boss. Like we just talk about that specific boss first. Like the window between attacks is like so damn narrow. Like it just become almost like impossible. Like like the only thing you could do is you just run away. Like that's like the only thing you could do is just run, and hopefully he just does like a really like what 30-second Kamehameha, like a 3-episode Kamehameha charge, then you can jump in for the heavy attack and stagger. But then that isn't even like, even then that's like not a lot of like options to do it. And there's also like the whole like, you know, there's also like the whole, what was it? It's like, yeah, the projectile attacks. Like, wait, the projectile attacks is an attack that you can interrupt with a like attack. It's like, wait, how? But if you're making it such a bullet hell, right, how the hell am I gonna close it? And even that also at last minute, it's like, oh, I figure out how you can air dash like over the projectile, which is like, again, like I said, why does it need to be 2 separate buttons that you can do with one, like the dash? Because again, like a lot of game that, okay, I've never played No More Heroes, so I can't say much about it. It's just that, like I said, a lot of games, like the dodge and the boost, like the dash, right, the dodge and the dash, right, it's the same button. Why don't just put it in the same button? Like, it's just one. Like, why don't we just make it into one, so it just becomes like a lot more intuitive? So it's like, you know, instead of like, let's say by reflex, like, you know, oh, I have to, like, it's like, oh, there's like a blue shine out, or I have to dodge, but then I click the wrong, like the dash button, so it doesn't count as a dodge. It's like, okay, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that? And just like I said, so that's like the game design. That's definitely need to be tweaked. Now that said, what I'm saying is, it's not that I hate the game, right? I'm gonna say this. I think I just sort of like talk about it like yesterday. There's like a, like, you know, when I say like I class a game as like a worst game I've ever played, right? Usually it's not because the game is just mechanically bad. This game, I would say mechanically like 90%. Like mostly is like what? Like a good chunk of the game is mechanically, it's mechanically sound, but it's not like bad. I mean, it's some part of it is like bad. Like I said, like the whole like 4 different type of like, you know, counter. 2 should be just enough, man. And I think they should also give you like what, less headache to just like program the boss. And then there's also like what? Like usually when I say I hate the game, right, it's not because like the game itself like it's mechanically bad. It's just, I just, like some games I've played that are, you know, quote unquote mechanically bad, right? One of them, there are like 3 games that I would call like games that are mechanically bad. One of them, I say it pulled through enough that I ended up loving it. And then there's 2 that I don't hate it, I just dislike it. Hey Doge, yo. Yeah, we just missed the entire party. Now I'm just talking about the game. Okay, where was I? So there are like 2 other games that, like, mechanically it's bad, but it doesn't make me hate it. I just dislike playing it. And I'm just gonna say it again, I'm just gonna get it cooked. One is Strike Suit Zero and the other one is Zone of the Enders. I actually don't like Zone of the Enders. I thought mechanically it's kinda bad. But let's, you know, I'm just gonna put that aside. Get back to this game, right? This is a sort of game that, like, you wanna like just talk about the first boss, right? I think I just sort of emphasize like multiple times. I say, you don't put a bullet hell boss as your first boss. And this is what I mean, because you wouldn't say like, let's say compare like other games that's like equally difficult. Like let's say, like the only game that came to my mind, like the only, I'm just gonna say the one game that I would consider like the most difficult game I've ever played is just Armored Core 6, right? So I'm just gonna use that as a comparison. Even like Armored Core 6, the first boss you fight, it's like, yeah, it shoots a lot of bullet, but it's not a bullet hell boss. Like you don't have to dodge every single bullet. Like there's some of it is like, yeah, it hurts. Like it's not there to damage you. It's meant to stagger you, and that's one of those things that okay, this game has like a rain of bullets where instead of like perfectly like timing and dodging, you just have to like do your best to run away and not get hit by it too much. And then there's a telegraph like napalm bomb attack. So that's like, okay, that's a heavy attack, and that's really about it. The rest is just like the boss just flying about the stage. And that's it. It's a game that, in a sense, like, yeah, it should be like the first boss in Armored Core 6, the helicopter boss. It tests you like, okay, if you see the napalm attack, right? Okay, you should fly up because that specific attack is ineffective, like on aerial targets. Okay, good. Or you should just like take cover. And then the other attack is just like a whole lot of like ammo barrage, which you should try your best to just like minimize your the chance of you getting hit by those. And then you use a bullet to stagger, and when you are close, right, if you have the window, you should just use a melee, and you don't hesitate. Like it's very, like, yes, it's difficult, but mechanically it's simple. Like that should be like what a first boss should be like. I'm not saying the first boss of the game should be easy. I'm just gonna say the first boss of the game should be simple. And that's what the helicopter is. It's punishing, but it's simple. And then you go to like the bullet hell boss, which is, I'm just gonna say like Balthius is like the bullet hell boss, right? Like, okay, that is, I'm just gonna say, is a bit more fair because now you have like, like in the context of Armored Core 6, you should have better equipment, you should have better thrusters and everything, better generation. You should have like learned how to like to build your mech around like this. And also, like, okay, so the first one is like a bullet hell, so you can be on the ground, like dodging, like trying your best to dodge all the projectiles, and then you should just like, just keep firing, keep your focus. And then the second phase is like the flamethrower thing, which is something that, okay, now we're gonna introduce another thing where you should be like off the ground. Again, like I say again, you should have better generators and better thrusters for you to do a bit more like sustained flight to avoid like the flamethrower attacks. Is there really a bullet hell boss in AC6? The closest one is Balthius. That's what I would call a bullet hell boss. Like that's like the closest one. And yeah, so that's like, and I think that's how should like the boss, like, hierarchy should be like structured. Like you don't put your bullet hell unless the game itself is a bullet hell game. Then it's like, yeah, it's a bullet hell game. Every boss is gonna be a bullet hell boss. It's just like you just need to recognize the pattern of like the bullets. That's it. But for this sort of game, like an action-oriented game, right? The bullet hell boss shouldn't be the first boss. It should be something that's like, I don't mind if it hits hard. It should be just something that's like simple, like, it has like at most like 3 different attacks. There's like a quick attack where it's best you like stay away. There's a projectile attack, which should something that encourages you to like boost, like, jump over, and then there's like a heavy attack. That's it. This guy has like what? Like 4 types of different bullet hell attacks, like projectile attacks. And I think just ultimately, right? So that's like the whole thing about like the boss, and there's like the other thing about the game mechanics. I think there's also like a whole lot of thing where they just should have been there in the beginning. And when I played the tutorial, right, it's something like, yes, I can see a game that's promising here. Like there's a promising game here. Like it's quite reminiscent. I think the most closest thing is like, especially as like the whole grading thing, is like, yeah, Devil May Cry. But there's also like, let's just say like, you know, let's not talk about it mechanically, because I think mechanically the game, it's fine, really, but there should have been a lot of things that should have been like just simplified. Like instead of like, you know, there's like, oh, there's like a certain tactic that, you know, you should parry if you see this, and then you should do a heavy attack to interrupt this, you should do a light attack to interrupt this, and then you should dodge to like interrupt this. Like, no, man, 4 of them, way too much. Make it 2, make it into 2. Alright? Or even just make it like what, a build up, like a meter. If you still want like the number 3, like the light attack, like, you know, like the stagger, right? Like the stagger should, how about you just make it like, you know, like if you do like a certain amount of light attacks, you can just break like you can stagger the enemy like that. Like that should be fine. But then there's also the game itself. Like, what sort of game in 2026 that doesn't have a window option? Like a window option. Yes, I'm that guy. I like to play my game in window, like in window mode. Okay. And another thing that's like, you know, that it should have been bugged, right? Like, I swear to God, I turned down like the music volume quite a lot, and it just sounds the same in all of them. So I'm pretty sure that the background music slider is completely bugged. Can't say much. The sound effect volume, which I didn't touch that, but it's just like, now you just have like a game with the music just completely drown out everything. Like, I can't hear the sound effects, and even the sound effects, right? Maybe it's just because the music is so loud and so bugged. Like, some sound effect just did not register at all. No window mean poorer in-game performance though. No, for me it's just like, I put it in window mode means my game doesn't run as hard. That's why I prefer window mode. Like, my game doesn't run as, like, you know, my rig, like my CPU, my GPU doesn't run as hot in like window mode. That's what I prefer. Like, you know, when it comes to performance, I just turn down the graphics. Like, you know, that's fine for me. And also, this is just also the lack of, like, you know, like the game. It's like, it controls nicely. Like, yeah, camera definitely needs a tweak. Like, you need to tweak the sensitivity mode. Like, it's just way too sensitive. You move a little bit, the camera just like zoop, like to the other side. Like, camera should be tweaked. I think overall, there's a game in here, like KIJUTSU RIDER. There's a game in KIJUTSU RIDER that could have been great, and it's like, and now you also have something that's like, you know, like one of the first few indie games to represent the tokusatsu genre. This is not it. And I actually did found the reason why the developer has to release like on like yesterday is apparently yesterday, like April 3rd, is the 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider, which I get the intention, but like, I get the intention that you want to release a game on such like a huge date, and maybe that's also like the date that guarantees you the most sale. But if the game is this unpolished, right, just put a video. Like, he even made a release date video. I'm just gonna say is right. Just because you made an announcement video on like your release date doesn't mean you should like really go ahead with that deadline. Because for one, it's an indie game. You are in charge. If you miss the deadline, I think especially these days as well, right? Like this gaming landscape is, if you miss the deadline, people don't really care. They just want a polished game because there's just so many games that just came out unpolished just to meet a deadline. And this is not how you do it, okay? This game needs more time in the oven. Shouldn't have came out like this. Basically, it's fine to slap it early access tag to it. Even then, some early access game performs better than this. Like, there's just no excuse. Like, it's not even like what, slap an early access tag. It's just don't release it. Again, I get the meaning behind it, but just if you think the game is not finished, like, you know, you feel like the game is unfinished and the deadline is nearing, but it's also like a major deadline. Like, dude, let me just tell you, I was planning to debut like my VTuber model on March, like the 4th of March, just so I can have like the 4 and 3 like as the number. Like, I just want that number 4 and 3, like just to signify that, oh, it's like phonetically almost similar to like Greek, but like, I wish I could have done that. But again, it's one thing I know is like, okay, rigging takes time. Like VTuber model rigging, those takes time. So I decided, you know, I'm not gonna just rush my rigger to just like, you know, rush the job, and I could, you know, and even for me, I can just sort of like rush my presentation just so I can debut in this like specific day because the number makes sense. Like, I could have done that, I choose not to. So I just decide, you know, I'm just gonna let my rigger take her time, finish it. As for me, okay, now I have my model. There's some like couple of other like thing I have to do for like my VTuber debut. I mean, this is why I still haven't set up like a proper debut date for my VTuber model yet, because I'm just gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of material for the presentation that I haven't done yet. And I should be doing that if I'm being honest. I just sort of ended up like drawing like other stuff, and also like, oh, there's this game I want to play, and then I should get to this first, and then just nothing gets done. But that's besides the point. So yeah, I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna not like, you know, again, I would have gone for that specific number date, but doesn't mean I should just rush everything just so it could be on the day. I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna take the time, right? I'm not working in a company. Same as to the developer as well. You're not working in a company. So even if, like, let's say the date like means something, right? Doesn't mean you should commit to it. It's your game. You know, it's your game. You should decide when, you know, the game is ready for release. So, and even if like you already made, like, let's say you decide on the date, right? But then you feel like, oh, you know, like, you know, the game is not finished, it shouldn't be released on this date. Just own up to it and just say the game is not ready, I can't release it on this date. Even though I made a release date announcement, I can't release it on this date. Just make a statement, okay? We all understand, right? Because why do you think a game like, you know, I know game development takes a lot of time, it's hard work, right? And maybe you're not in a position where, you know, you should just have to make every single detail on the game perfect. Like it doesn't have to be. The game just have to be like sound. And also another thing, I think a lot of people are asking is, right, this is why you have people playtesting your game. Because otherwise, this is the situation you ended up with. Like, you know, the first boss is just way too damn hard. And you don't have people to playtest it, you wouldn't have run into this problem at all. Now, I think I'm just gonna say you already gotten like the feedback you needed, like right now. So I'm just gonna say, like to the developer, you got your feedback, like here, right here. This is your feedback, right here. Mechanically speaking, it's almost optimal. Maybe just something should be just like, you know, cut down, like just say like 4 different type of, you know, I'm just gonna say 4 different type of counter, just to reduce it to 2. That's one. So that's like number 1. The whole camera sensitivity, yeah, had to fix that. The whole bug of like the music, like yeah, that should be fixed. Add like, I don't know, like maybe you don't know how to do it, but I think just don't be afraid to reach out to someone else that also does like coding, okay? The dev actually watch you? I mean, probably, I don't know, but I'm just gonna say like my thoughts here. I'm just gonna say my thoughts here. It's just that, you know, reach out to someone that maybe has a bit more experience in coding a game, so you can just code in, okay, this is how to code in like a window mode. I mean, that's just for me, right? I just personally prefer like a window mode. And then maybe add like a VSync, and especially just maybe ask someone who can like do the coding to fix the music like volume bug, because I'm pretty sure it's like the slider does absolutely nothing at all. And like just fix like this first few like, you know, quality of life thing, but then also like the mechanic can be slightly tweaked. And then down the line, right, that's where like the hard part is. Like now you just have to decide, okay, are you gonna keep this like first boss, because replacing this was probably like, it's probably just like a whole nother like job in itself. So if you rather not do that, then just tweak the number, put a fucking nerf, just nerf the first boss really hard. Yeah, just put a nerf on that boss, like, you know, just make him takes, like, you know, just maybe like reduce his hit points so he just goes down, like he can have all of his attacks, but he goes down in like what, 10 hits. Like just makes him go down like super easy. Or maybe you just like, you know, increase like the window between attacks, you know, make sure like the attack telegraph is a little bit more clear. I think that's something that should be all like across the board, is the windows of like enemy attack, right, should be just like really like extend like that window. They should really just extend the window of like the enemy attacks, at least like for the first like few levels. And yeah, it's just pretty much like, you know, like the game in this state, it shouldn't have come out in this state. So, and maybe some other people like they came in, they stumbled upon it thinking, okay, should I bought this game, but turns out like this game is not in a good state, should I refund it? I'm just gonna say, it's your money. If you want to refund it, go ahead. Like it's your money, your decision. Vote with your wallet. As for me, I think I'm gonna keep this game. Just because, I mean, like I see a few comments on like the launch, like some of his like comment on his YouTube channel that really does say about like, you know, people just voice their complaint about like the issues they have in this game, and actually put like a few hearts, which, you know, it's kind of rare for like developers. I see that, oh, this commenter is a bit critical of my game. I'm gonna put a heart at it, because I'm just gonna take that as like you really taking like those thoughts into heart. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, at least you're humble enough to take it into heart, I hope. But as for others, like, I'm just gonna say this: don't buy the game yet. I mean, I know there's like a 30% discount, and as for me, I bought the game, my money. I decide that, you know, I'm not gonna get a refund. I'm just gonna let the like dev keep like the money. I'm just gonna hope that the next 1 or 2 months the game is like patched enough. It's like that, like that's like what I think. But as for everyone else, I know you want to like support this dev, but again, it's up to you. Personally, I'll just say don't buy the game just yet. Don't buy it, the game now. In this state, and don't even like, you know, like Sunny just say slap an early access tag to it. No. Don't do that. It just makes the whole early access thing even worse. Just, you know, I think it's just something, I don't think you can just pivot from like a full release to like, I don't think it's something you can just pivot back into like early access. And I think even putting it in early access mode is not gonna help your case either. It's just gonna make people like, you know, I think that I'm just gonna put an early access as an excuse to release the game in such like a sorry state. Like, that's what people are gonna think. But yeah, overall, KIJUTSU Rider, I've been really looking forward to this game, but right now I play it for myself. Yeah, I agree with like the people who give you like a negative review. Like, I agree with it. I don't hate the game, but right now it's not a good game yet. So yeah, so this is like something that I just want to like kind of do, is I'm gonna like use a live stream and just give like my first impression on like this game. So that's that. I've made my stream. I'm gonna wake up too early tomorrow, so I'm just gonna end the stream now. So yeah. And speaking of which, Dark Souls. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? So I'm gonna give Mabel a rate. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter stream today. I mean, I started the stream early, but it's like first 30 minutes just like, you know, the first 30 minutes of the stream is just chatting. So yeah, technically I only stream for like, the game only takes like 1.5 hours, so yeah. And then also you don't count like the other half hour where I'm just spending talking about like this game. So technically I only play this game for 1 hour and that's it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I might just make a full video on it. I mean, it really depends though. If by the time I finish recording, editing, the game is like, oh, the game is fixed now, right? And it's like, yeah, there's just no point for me to release. Like, I just stand by this policy that I can talk about something that's like, you know, a little bit, like that's just like a little bit like didn't age too well. Like, I can just talk about something like topic that's no longer relevant, but that's, you know, that's my choice. I want to talk about it. But in this case, if let's say by the time I finish the video, like the game is already in like better state, I'm not gonna release that video. That's what I'm, yeah. So yeah, wait, is the raid already done? Hold on, let me just check. Oh, I already rated the channel, so whoops. Spent too much time talking. Yeah, that's it. Stream's over. See you when I see you.